Hey everybody. Just checking in on my backup channel here. Uh, there's some news that broke today, but listen, I don't want to really show all the connections with this creature who was uh, who was let out of jail. Because I've done videos about this creature. I wish I had looked it up before I started this video. But because I'm gonna delete this video anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what I want to do is I just want to direct you guys to the video if you haven't seen it already from the past. I just want to see what it's called, the video that I did with this creature on it. See, the thing is, I've talked about it so many times, I don't even remember what video that I talked about this creature. Um, oh, well, there's one here. Let me just show you this, just for the people, just in case. See this one right here, the one with right there. That one, the 26 minutes 51 seconds. It says predictive programming again for Trump. August 4th, Ohio, and Elvis, Seattle, whatever. You know what? I want to see what the date was on this. Let me see. I have two predictions that. Oh yeah, that was the August 4th date. Seattle gets struck, and somehow Elvis is. Yeah. So that was the day. That was the day that the creature was sentenced. So that would be a video to go watch. Because I don't feel like going through all the numbers, man. I'm losing my patience with this. With all this stuff. Anyway, and plus I had a really bad headache all morning. I don't know if it's because of what I'm eating that's giving me the headache, but I couldn't get rid of it. And then finally I had to take the like this 800 milligrams of ibuprofen that the doctor gave me, but I took my last one. Now I'm afraid I'm gonna get this headache back again tonight, and I'm not gonna have any medicine. Uh, Usually I don't take anything because I have acid reflux, and the ibuprofen gives me bad acid reflux. Anyway, so that's why I didn't come on earlier. I was trying to get rid of this headache. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Um, yeah, I want to talk about this creature, but I'm trying to figure out whether I want to leave the video, because I'm definitely not leaving this video up. So if I'm going to talk about her, if I'm going to be serious about it, then I'm just going to do a video, a live stream. Man, do a live stream and leave the video up with all the information. uh, so what do you mean? It took off its shirt? The creature had the shirt off? Are you talking about completely naked? That's the last thing I want to see. What in the hell? Is this some kind of joke or what? That is really scary, man. Yeah, I just saw it with its shirt off. Now I'm like, now I want to. What do they say? You want to poke your eyes out after seeing that? No, I just saw it without its shirt on. I thought that's what you were asking me to see. It literally had no shirt on. So I don't know if it's real or not, but it looked real. Um, I don't know. There was nothing there, you know. Which, listen, to all the women who do not have, you know, breasts, don't even worry about it. Men, listen to me. Men don't care. All men care about is that you're a clean person, and that you're a good-hearted person. And believe me, the man will love you as long as you you you're good to your man. But the just because if you don't have whatever breasts doesn't mean that doesn't mean because a lot of people, they say, you don't have hips if you don't have hips, you're not a woman or something. It's not true. I've been with women with no hips, small boobs, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I said, no, none of it's worked out. Okay, because they're all heathens. All right, that's the problem. All right. Uh, the only good woman is a woman who truly believes in Jesus. And a woman who truly believes in Jesus submits to her man. And a man who truly believes in Jesus is gentle and tender with his wife. Okay. You know what I mean? 90% of the time. But my point is, the women don't understand this. The women, 99% of women are big mouth heathens who just cannot grasp the magnitude of understanding what submitting means. Okay. They don't understand it because they've been brainwashed. You know what's so funny is they want to be truthers. They want to be truthers, but yet when you tell them the truth, they look at you like you're crazy. The women say, "Excuse me, young lady, let me explain something to you. If you understand that you've been brainwashed your whole life into believing this is the way you're supposed to act, and this is your role in life, if this is what you believe, then you've been brainwashed all your life. So let's unbrainwash you." That they don't want to be unbrainwashed about. They want to still have that freedom of being able to say what they want anytime they want, no matter who it hurts, no matter, because you guys have no idea what you're doing to a man with the things you say. Okay, because I told you, when you assert authority over a man, it it destroys his his what's the word, because once he doesn't have control of the relationship, then there is no relationship. Okay, it will never work. All right, once the man is not in control of the relationship, it's over. You no longer have a man. Anyway, now that I went to went there, but anyway, yeah, you become emasculated. Exactly. That's right. That's right. Who's the boss? Applesauce. That's right. Like that creature where that's who I heard it from, that stupid Judge Judy. Judge Judy is a creature that is going to go to the deepest, darkest depths of hell. All right. So, you know what I mean? Because I told you, no woman should have authority over a man, especially a big mouth like that heathen. Can you imagine her husband? What a what a wimp he must be. Judge Judy. Anyway, folks, anybody have anything to say? Because, like I said, I don't want to rant for 1 hour about nothing. especially if I'm not even going to leave this video up. Who's the lawnmower? You don't know who the lawnmower is? It's the person that's in the news today. The biggest news story of the day. The lawnmower has come back because it's got it's got a lot of landscaping to, take care of. That bush is growing out of control. What did you miss? Well, I'll tell you what you missed. You missed me ranting and saying that women, 99% of women are big mouth heathens. That's what you missed. Um, and anyway, like I said, the lawnmower is back home. Well, it's almost back home. It's still on the way. That engine is revving. That lawnmower's engine's revving. Can you imagine? If this is real, of course, nobody actually really knows what's going on, behind the scenes. But if it's real and this creature hasn't seen, if this creature hasn't seen her wife, in all that time, oh man, can you imagine what I would hate to live next door to those two. My goodness. It's going to be like a bunch of, screaming beavers everywhere. Do beavers scream? I don't know. Let's put it this way. The dam's about to burst on those beavers. Where am I here? Yeah, somebody's talking about aliens. Well, let me tell you something. Like I said, I don't believe in aliens. The only thing of alien is like I said, demonic demons, uh, you know, whatever this fallen angel technology is, because obviously the people behind the scenes have this power that we don't understand, you know. Because I told you, I don't, like I said, I don't want to get into the details of her story because if I'm going to leave the video up, then I'm going to tell the details. And I don't want to put it on this channel. I'm just here to just rant with you guys for another 10-15 minutes. And then what I'll do is, if I'm going to leave the video up and talk about this creature, I should either do it on my main channel or my other backup channel. Because like I said, if I go into the whole rant about her, then I'm going to get into everything about, the connections. It's going to be like a 40-minute rant of that, because once I say something, then it goes to this, then it goes to that, it just keeps bouncing back and forth with all the connections. Anyway, anybody have anything else to talk about instead of that lawnmower? Something about substations. Yeah, you know what? That one, that's something about North Carolina. That's the only one I know about. And it's interesting that we were talking about how bus, B-U-S, is the backwards of sub, sub and bus, and sub means below, right? And or whatever. I don't know what sub means even. I'm assuming it means below, like subway. Anyway, uh, sub equals 42. So it's substation. And by the way, a station, I mentioned this in connection with something. Let me go back and look what station equals. I want to see it. Uh, what am I doing? I forgot what I even was holding this for. Station. Because I know it equals something that I mentioned before. Oh, that's what it is. I'll tell you what station equals. Station equals. Oops. Station equals the backwards. Station equals. Station equals the same as the word Lazarus. Okay? So it's basically like sub Lazarus, but it's the backwards of Phoenix. And I was the first one to explain that to people, all right? See, I'm starting up again. I'm starting to go into things I don't want to talk about, but but the word Phoenix is the backwards of Lazarus. Now think about how unbelievable that is. Like I said, folks, I was the only person ever to show you what words equal what backwards. Okay? Nobody ever did that. You know why? Because you know how much time I had to go through all this to do this. We're talking entering over 10 million words into this Gematria calculator to figure this out because I never I never watched Gematria channel, so I didn't even know that there was such thing as a Gematria calculator. What it would tell you, like people could enter a word and tell you what words backwards, and I mean not backwards, but what equals what. So what I used to do is I used to do everything by memory. I would write it down, a number that a certain word equaled, and then I would remember. I was like, oh, I remember that equaled the same as this, but it's its backwards number. I had to memorize all this stuff, you know, and it just, like I said, years and years of, like, 17 hours a day I was entering this stuff. Anyway, so station is the same as the word Lazarus, same exact numbers, forward and backward, and Lazarus is the backwards of Phoenix. Okay, that is why it was chosen. All right. Hold on. Psalms 104.
According to MIT, I will sing to the Lord all my life. I will sing praise to my God as long as I live. May my meditation be pleasing to him, as I rejoice in the Lord. But may sinners vanish from the earth and the wicked be no more.
Amen to that. Someone asked to read that. Yep, I agree with that. Anyway, what else? Man, I can't breathe, man. Allergies are driving me nuts. So what else can we talk about? So yeah, I don't know anything about the substation thing. All I know is that it's a bunch of nonsense. You couldn't. I don't think you could even get near those substations without somebody seeing you, without cameras being somewhere. It's a bunch of. Can you imagine? There's no cameras around. Oh yeah, let's see who did it. They don't even. They have no cameras, no suspects. Yeah, right. People in the worst neighborhoods have cameras in their homes. You know what I'm saying? But a place that's worth $1 billion has no cameras. Yeah, okay, we believe you. Yeah, we believe you. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They have everything. Such nonsense. Yeah, they always put like Vaseline over the camera. That way you don't recognize what's going on. Tennessee, Tennessee substation. Is that what you're saying? Was a Tennessee substation attacked? Uh, yeah, I don't see the Tennessee one. So let me know if you what that's about. Anyway, look, I'm not saying it wouldn't be easy to maybe to attack it, but I'm saying you wouldn't be able to do it without cameras seeing you. That's all. That's what I'm saying. But what I do find interesting is that Germany, there was a coup supposedly in Germany. Somebody was, and they said that they were inspired by Q. Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, so this coup in Germany, I told you Memphis equals Germany. You know, so where Elvis was, where Elvis died, you know. And see what's so important about Memphis is that it's the name of the ancients, is one of the most ancient city in Egypt, if not the most important place, you know. What's important about Memphis?
According to Memphis Trap.
What's important about Memphis, Egypt?
Showing pictures that match.
What is important about Memphis, Egypt?
According to Memphis Tours, most of the pyramids found near Cairo, numbering well over 100 in total, were built during this period when Memphis was the most important city in Egypt and most probably the world.
You see? So Memphis was the most important city in Egypt and most probably in the world at the time. So basically they took, you know, whatever they're saying over there and they built it here. Okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. They created this land to mimic over there, you know, whatever the heck. Yeah, I appreciate the advice. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know it's all food that causes my allergies and problems. Everything in my life that's been problems, it's been two things: my gambling addiction, which I'm cured of now, but which of course that was 40-year addiction. Uh, the and my food addiction, and the only reason I had a food addiction is because of my gambling addiction, because every time I would lose, you know, a lot of money, I'd come home, be depressed, and want to eat my, my eat my brain away, where I wouldn't have to think and just, eat myself to death, basically, you know. Anyway. So that's why I said Memphis is a very important, you know, to this puzzle. All right, because Elvis is the pharaoh. All right, watch this. Who was there a Broadway play about Elvis being the pharaoh?
According to Wikipedia, in the 1977 production, running in December through the 1st of January 1978, Staging was by Graciela Daniele, with Carol as Joseph, Alan Weeks as the narrator, and William Perry as Pharaoh, Elvis.
Yeah, so this was a 1977 production. What a man! Because there was a newer version of this too. I'm surprised I didn't even know about that one. Uh, I mean, I know the newer version of him being a pharaoh. In the here Broadway play Elvis as Pharaoh. Broadway play Elvis as Pharaoh. You piece of. Anyway, in the movie Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Elvis Elvis is represented as the Pharaoh. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm waiting to see what they're gonna make of this airplane that's going on the auction. See, the reason they're doing this, that the reason they're bringing this plane out of the graveyard. Okay, now you tell me something, all right? If someone bought a plane, I'm going to show you the price in a moment. Nobody put the price up. Okay, I'm going to tell it to you guys in a moment. So now, if you imagine Elvis Presley buys a plane, and everything Elvis Presley, wants, they want people want it. Okay, so if he purchased this plane supposedly in 1975 or 1976, I can't remember right now, right? A year before his death. So, and I'll show you the purchase price in a moment. But why would it be sitting in some kind of graveyard? Why wouldn't they have sold it already? You know, I'm pretty sure somebody would have bought it for $2 million at the time. Yeah, exactly. The Spirit of '76. He sold. Yeah, he bought it in '76. Anyway, so how would it be sitting in some graveyard? Watch. Let me see. Hold on. What is somebody saying? Let me back up. Man, I'm about ready to lose it. I can't breathe. Was Elvis's plane in a graveyard? Was Elvis's plane in a graveyard?
According to Georgetown News Graphic, Elvis Presley's private plane is up for auction. The singer's 1962 Lockheed 1329 Jetstar has sat in the aircraft graveyard in Roswell, New Mexico, for more than 35 years and features 9 original red velvet seats, an entertainment center, and microwave.
So you explain to me why first of all, it's Roswell, New Mexico. And somebody in the chat, this is for you. Aren't you from Roswell, New Mexico? Somebody in there or something like that. You have a connection. I know one of you. So Elvis Presley's private plane is up for auction, and he's going to go up for auction on January 8th. Okay. Now, anyway, so it's a Lockheed. It's in 1962, and that's when the Space Needle opened. Okay. Lockheed in 1962, the Space Needle opened. This is a 1962 Lockheed 1329, and 13 plus 29 equals 42. It's all one number, 1329, but the way they say it is 1329. Jetstar. Anyway, so that's 42. And it's 35 years. Elvis was born in 1935. And yeah, when does Elvis Presley's airplane go on auction?
According to Smithsonian
Well,
Magazine,
they're
Meckham
saying
auctions
someone
on
said
Sunday.
January 8th, but here it says January 4th through the 15th. So I'm not sure when they're actually going to go on auction, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went like right before his birthday or something. Now, but here's where the ridiculous part is. Now, just ask yourself, how can this be possible, you know? Um, why would it sit for all those years in that graveyard? That's what I don't understand. Anyway, so let's look here. So supposedly it was bought for 430,000 in 2017. Okay? And I told you that this year, next year, 20 plus 23, 2023, 20 plus 23 equals 43. Anyway, he bought it in 1976, 1 year before his death. Trump is 76 right now, but that's not what's important. 1962, Space Needle open. But here's where it's crazy. How much did he buy it for? Look at that. He purchased it for 840,000. There's your 840. And I just showed you that, I showed you all those connections with 8.4 just in my recent video. Anyway, I'm just very surprised that it would sit for that long, in that graveyard. You know. Yeah, that would be funny if the Beastie Boys bought it. Now that would be funny. Yeah, actually, I was gonna do a story about John Lennon because I've gone through all the connections with John Lennon. Uh, I've added it all up because listen, I don't really want to go through all the details, but there's an 8.4 connection, and you want me to explain that connection to John Lennon? Uh, I don't know where I have the paper, but I can tell you it has to do with the year he died and the year he was born. If you look at the year only. Yeah, Will Levi's. Yeah. I don't even know if I know who that is. Who is Will Levi's? Who is that?
According to Wikipedia, Will
Oh,
Levis is an American football quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats.
yeah. I've seen his face before, but I just can't remember his name now. Well, he's 23 years old. That's important, and he's from Massachusetts, the sixth state. And what else? Um, oh, you know what I didn't notice? Check this out. I am so stupid. There's another thing that I forgot to mention. Um, Listen, to the people watching right now, let me tell you the two connections that I didn't mention in the next video. Okay? I'm going to load it. No, I loaded it already on my main channel, but when you see it on the backup channel here and on the other backup channel, and for the people who already watched it on my main channel, these are the two things I forgot to mention. Actually, it's three things, but now I just remembered a third thing. All right. Because I had to rush that video, and I left out a few things, and I actually forgot a couple things too, because my time was running out. Uh, so here's the three things, because I was connecting Donald Trump at the very beginning of the video. It's other information, but after that it's connecting to JFK and Trump. All right. So, man, do I want to give it away here? Maybe I shouldn't give it away here. Uh, Darn it. Let me think about that before, but let me write it down. That way I don't forget. So hold on. I have to write it down so I don't forget. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. If you see what I'm showing you, oh, no, I'm not going to do a video about it because it's not. I don't think it's enough to do a whole video about. But I don't want to give it away here because then people are going to know where I'm going. I want the people to watch the video and then I'm going to put it in the comments section, and then later on in another live stream I'll mention it once that videos are loaded. Yeah, I'm not going to say it now. It's just one more connection to the JFK. It's incredible how it all comes together, man. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Yeah, Aaron Judd, that's right. Aaron was in the news today too. The baseball player who broke the 61 record, the 61 something. I can't remember what it was now. Uh-oh. I'm getting bad reception. What was that? All of a sudden the video stopped. What did Aaron Judd break? I forget now. He broke something. My brain's not working. Um, let's find out when this. See, they don't tell you when this guy's born. When was football player Will Elvis born?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Oh, you're gonna love this. Well, that can't be right. Oh, they gave me the wrong one. Stupid. They gave me Elvis Gerback. Forget it. They're not giving me his birthday. It's funny that uh, Elvis Gerback, he's born in Cleveland, Ohio. I mentioned that in one of my football videos. So it was the American League home run record? Is that what it was? Because I know the National League home run record was broken a long time ago. That's why I'm confused what he broke. But it had something to do with the 61. And the reason I'm saying that is because, the Space Needle turns 61 years old next year. Anyway, any last words, folks? Yeah, and he signed Aaron Judd, like Elvis Aaron. Aaron Judd signed for 360 million. 360 is the 180 180 twice, 180 then 180. A full circle. 180 180. That's what this is all about. I keep telling you guys. It's about the twin, cuz uh it's the beginning and the end. So what it is it's because that's what the Janus is. It's the two faces, one that sees the past, one sees the future. Okay, the heads are back to back. You know what I'm saying? And um, and that's where you get the 180 180. You know, because Elvis was born on 1/8, right? Him and his identical twin, 1/8 1/8. And and look, I can even show you how it all connects. Watch, like, because Elvis, the word Christ equals 77. Okay, and I was the first one to explain to everybody what does Christ equal in Gematria. Nobody understood it. Nobody ever did, and it was nowhere. Nobody knew about it until I brought it up like 5 years, whatever, 5 years ago, Christ equals the exact same as, hold on. And there's a reason why I'm showing you this. So, because I'm gonna do some I'm gonna make you guys understand it. Hold on. So Christ, besides it equaling 162, because the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Okay, but that's not why. So it equals 77, right? What is that? Hold on. Give me a second. Anyway, so it equals 77. And what I mean, if you look at every number, 77, 32, 85, 40, the word Christ equals the exact same as this words. Watch. This is what Christ means, folks. It means is Lord. So every time you say Jesus Christ, you're saying Jesus is Lord. See how incredible it is, you know? So Jesus Christ means Jesus is Lord. All right? Anyway, so Christ equals 77. Okay, now and Elvis died in 77, right? Now, what is important about that? See, what happens is I'm about to go somewhere, and then I completely forgot where I was going originally before I found this, because that came to my mind. I'm saying now I can't remember what got me going. I was talking about. Oh yeah. Now I know. So, um, so 77, right? So if the Father is 7 and Jesus is 70, I mean Jesus is Christ, which is 77, you add that together, it'd be 777. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You get how I'm trying to make you understand? Because the Father and the Son are the beginning and the end. It's but they're all one. It's the Father is, I mean, the God is one, right? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, it all makes one God. Um, so where was I going again with this? Oh, well, I was going to show you what 7 equals, because I was trying to tell you that. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. So, where am I here? By the way, Jesus equals 74, 11, 85. Okay, now pay attention. Jesus equals 74, 11, 85. Backwards, Jesus equals 61, 34, 95. So he does have the 85, 95, Jesus. So Jesus already has a connection to the 7. Okay, now here's where I want you to look at the 180. Because I told you 180, right, is halfway around. So that's 7 is halfway around. Now to make a full circle, you would do 7, 7. Right? Now let's see what 7, 7 equals. Hold on. See 7, 7? It equals 360, right? And it's very important numbers here, okay? That I want you to pay attention to here. This is so close. I mean, it's only missing one number here. If this was a 9, pay attention. Every number, this is just the totals. Every number here would be the same if this was a 9. This would be a 9, and this would be 179 because of that 9. So what I'm about to show you is almost the exact same as 7, 7. All right, and that is, hold on. That is the word Okay, hold on, hold on. I'm about to ban people right now. Hold on. See. As soon as I started doing stuff, then people started talking about stuff. Okay, let me ban some people. Hold on. Hold on. I just saw some people. Hold on. That person's gone. Let's see who else I'm gonna get rid of here. This guy's gone. I don't know who he is. I don't want to see that name. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, keep it up. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Anyway, what else here? Who else am I gonna get rid of? Hold on. All right. Let them. They just, like I said, they just keep making new channels. I told you when I'm. Listen to me. I don't ban people for no reason, folks. 99.9% of the time, anytime I've ever banned somebody, is because they're worthless. Worthless. They're you know they're like they're so far deep into they got their foot into hell that you can't there's like literally they're reprobates. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, so this is what 7-7 almost equals. The word Washington. The only difference with Washington has an extra 9. You see? Every number would be the same. See, without that 9, it would be 360 here. It added a 9 here, you see? Every number would be the same. So Washington almost is 7-7. Anyway, so let me go back to 7-7 because I want you to see the numbers. See, I told you basically because the Washington has a 9 here, that's what changed it, okay? Anyway, so 7-7 is almost like the word Washington. So the reason I'm showing you 7-7, I think there's something that I want you to see why 7-7 is so important that I remember here. Hold on. Pillars. Is that what it was? See, I can't remember. I have to. No, that's not what it is. What about this? Is it? No. The pillars? What about this? See, I told you, I'm doing everything by memory. I don't know. Yeah, I can't get it. What is it? I can't remember. It's gonna drive me nuts till I figure it out. Unbelievable. I can't remember. I thought I had what it was, but I can't remember what it was. Mm-mm. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna delete this video anyway. Yeah, it's not coming to me what the equation was. Darn it. Anyway, I could show you something else before I end the video, but I'm trying to see if I can remember what it was. Darn it. Yeah, I've actually shown that in the past, that 777 equals 314. I can actually tell you what it equals. 314 and reduced is 107, and the total is 421 in the first row. I don't remember what it is backwards, but that's what I'm saying. I have those things memorized, you know. Hold on. Oh, I can't get it to. I'm trying to get rid of this one person here. Hold on. Yeah, I deleted him. Um, let me think. Let me think. Darn it. I wish I could remember what it is. But anyway, I'll just move on and show something else. So why Washington, the word Washington is so important. There's a lot of very important things that equal the word Washington. Okay. Like I told you, the serpent equals Washington. Um, Upside down equals the word Washington. When I say equals, I'm talking about exactly every single number is the same. Forward, backward. There's many. I have it all written down somewhere, but it's, I haven't done that video in so long. I don't even know where it is. But the there's there's one really important one. I mean, they're all important, the words, but there's one particular one. Because I told you Elvis, the Levi's logo is the upside down crown. So think about that. So Washington crown, get it? Upside down crown, and the crown looks like a W, man. Do you guys get it or you don't get it? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Anyway, um, also, if you put the double O Elvis, and then O Elvis, that also equals the word Washington. And the equals Dawn. So if you put Dawn with an O and Elvis with an O, which is a crown, right? The O's, it would be the word Washington. Um, uh, where was I going? Oh, the Levi's. That's what I want to show you real quick before I show you the final thing. Levi's Elvis logo.
Sure, pictures of Levi Strauss and Company.
Because I've shown this many times. I'm just going to show it again real quick. I'm just looking for the right image, because so this is what the logo looks like, but of course it says Levi's, but they have this R up here. So let's go through the R. So the R is the 18th letter of the alphabet. Okay. So Elvis was born on 1/8. So they have a circle, which is a crown, over the 1/8. Okay. R is the 18th letter, 1/8. Get it? Elvis' birthday with a crown. Now, if you just took the letter O and the letter R, that would be 33, because the letter O is the 15th letter, R is the 18th letter, 33 is the number of ascension. Okay. Now, so Levi's is the anagram for lives, Lives, which Black lives, Black lives, Black lives. That's all across the world. And then you have Elvis for Levi's. Okay. And then you have the upside down crown. Okay. You see the crown? And what's important is that not only is it the upside down crown, but it looks like, which somebody else actually brought it to my attention. I don't know what I was thinking. It was right in my face. but it not only does it look like a W, but it's the word. It looks like water. You know, if this was the other way, you know what I mean? This part would look like the top of water. You know how like water looks like the ocean, whatever the heck. And also, and I told you upside down equals the word Washington. So the upside down crown. So basically they're telling you this is Washington. And if you take the R and add it to Elvis, it's the word silver. And I told you that, you know, like the man on the silver mountain, like that's what that whole pitching mound is all about. The pitcher is the number one spot. And it's on a mountain, on a mound. Okay. Anyway, so look, folks, this is supernatural what you're saying. Okay, if you can't understand it, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's no other explanation for all of this. You know, there's no other explanation for it. And baseball has 162 games, and I told you the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Yeah, I've heard of the Silver Surfer. Yeah, and you know it's all about water. Oh, and Elvis equals water. That was what I forgot to mention when I was telling you about how the water, it looks like a W. It looks like water waves. Water equals Elvis in Gematria, which also equals reset. Same exact numbers. Water, reset, Elvis. No, Deep Purple doesn't have a song. It's Rainbow. Rainbow. But it's the same guitarist that used to be with Deep Purple, Richie Blackmore. I think Richie Blackmore was with Deep Purple. But he went to the Man on the Silver Mountains from Rainbow with Dio. Let's listen to that because I'm gonna end the video right now. Oh, before I end the video, I need to show that other connection. Let's go back to this. Let me show you. Yeah, that's right. Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. That's right. So, Washington, I told you this is what it equals. Give me a moment, folks. I'm going to end the video right now. What am I doing? I'm looking at the chat. I'm thinking, my brain, I don't know where I'm going. Hold on. Okay, so let's go back to the start here. So now, Washington, look, the word Washington, because that's where Seattle is. That's why this is so important. And Washington is the first president. It's all about the starting point. Washington is the starting point to all of this. He is the one. That's why they present him as the Baphomet, in those statues, like, anyway. So this is what Washington equals, right? Now, what I'm about to show you is not going to equal Washington, but look at what it is, why I'm showing it to you. Watch. So the words, if you wrote down the 611, because I told you that June 11th is 611, right? Uh, so you could try every which way. If when you write June 11th, it doesn't add up to what I'm about to show you, obviously. But if it can add up with the numbers this way, it still counts. So now, when you see 611 right here, there's no Washington connection here. But what happens when you put a crown on 611? Because I told you that's when Elvis gets his crown, 611. So now we put a crown on 611. What do you get? You get Washington. You see? 0611. See, it equals the exact same as Washington. So, do you get it? The crown. I told you that Elvis, his crown is that Washington. I mean, what can I tell you, folks? You know that if you can't see what I'm trying to show you, I don't know what to tell you. You know, this is yeah, I've shown this years ago. You know, it's anyway. But here's what's even crazier than that. Why is Washington the name so important? Besides everything I just showed you, here's where it really is important. Unfortunately, I don't have any more paper. Great. I don't have any more. Let me see if I have any that has not that much writing on it. Hold on. No, too much writing on it. Hold on, folks. Let's try this. No, that's too much writing on it too. Anyway, hold on. I don't have any empty sheets of paper. But here. So, why was I getting the paper out? Oh, okay. So, check this out. So if the oh wow, I don't have my light source here. Hold on. This ain't gonna work, I don't think. Oh yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so you know the word God, and I told you the O is a crown, or it can be the letter 50. It's the 15th letter of the alphabet, or it could be the 6 or the 6 9, because 6 plus 9 is 15. The O is the 15th letter, and the 6 and 9, if it's twirling around, they both can look like 6s or both can be 9s, whatever. So right now, let's just say it's a 0. The O is just nothing or a crown, whatever. So 7 4, and I told you Jesus equals 74 and Lucifer equals 74, right? Because Jesus created Lucifer, and Lucifer was given a perfect name, and that's why he had the 74 name until he lost his crown, and he became Satan, which equals 55, no longer 74. He doesn't have the crown name, and that's why he needs the 19 crown, because 55 plus 19 equals 74, and that's what the Corona crown is all about, and that's why it started in Seattle, the Corona here. All right, folks, if you can't understand this, this, like I said, this is all supernatural. Anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So imagine 704. 704, okay? Which of course equals 11, the 1 1, but L even, get it? EL means God, L even. The Father, Son, they're even. Anyway, so let's just remember this. 704 is God, okay? 704. Now, give me a second. Give me a second to regroup here. Now that I showed you that. Yeah, July 4th, exactly. 7:04. So, um, so wait, where am I going with this? Oh, so let's put 7:04 into the calculator. Because you remember we put 0611 into the calculator, right? Now watch what. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. Oh. So remember I told you that 0611 equaled Washington, right? So the O is a crown, 611 is the date Seattle gets struck. Seattle's in Washington. This equals Washington. So 0611 equals Washington. Now, what is the exact? Now pay attention. Now look at these numbers. What you're going to see is this number right here is going to be over here, and this number is going to be over here. So it's going to be the backwards of Washington and this words 0611, what you're about to see. It is, you see, 7:04 is God. See, 140, 50, 130, 49. So 7:04 is the backwards of 0611. You get it? Do you acknowledge what I'm saying here, folks? I mean, do you understand what I mean by supernatural here? What you're being, what you're seeing is is uh, is the is a spiritual battle that's going on. All right, I'm telling you, folks, this is a spiritual battle that's going on behind the scenes, and it's being waged through the beast system. That's what you're saying, you know. I don't know how else to explain to you. Yeah, because someone's asking about my calculator. Because yeah, I created that type of gematria, where you add up the totals. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't have coincidences like this. And I've shown this before in the past. There's nothing, you know. But the thing is, those videos got taken down years ago on my old channel. I lost 400 videos with all the Elvis and whatever, you know. Um, what do you mean? Looks like the Washington state flag. What looks like the Washington state flag? Um, Here, I'll write down the name for you. Where's the pen? If you just go to that, calthis.com/gematria. calthis.com/gematria. It'll take you there. calthis.com/gematria. It'll take you to my calculator. Well, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. The Washington flag. What is the flag of Washington? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
According to Wikipedia, the flag of Washington
I don't know what you guys are talking about. The flag of Washington. I'm totally lost about what you guys are talking about. I don't see no flag of Washington. Where's the flag of Washington? Yeah, I don't see it. Are you talking about Washington, D.C.? Yeah, I don't see nothing. I don't know what you guys are talking about. State of Washington flag. Oh, that's a good catch with the date. When was the flag of Washington created? Well,
According to U.S.
this
flags.
said I'm confused. You wrote 1923. Which one is it? The Washington flag was designed in 1914. Well, 19 plus 14 equals 33. And that's when Elvis's dad's brother was born. Elvis's dad's brother. The year. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is. The flag was officially adopted on March 5th, 1923. That's important, the 1923, because that's the initials for Seattle, Washington, SW, 1923. SW. What is the call to heaven flag?
According to Wikipedia, the tree flag was one of the flags used during the American Revolution.
Oh, it had a pine tree. Is that what that is? A pine tree? Uh, because what is the flag of Beirut, Lebanon? That's where I was born.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Look. See, that's the Beirut, Lebanon, where I'm from. That's the flag. And this is the Washington flag. I think ours looks better. When I say ours, I mean where I was born. I don't even know what the heck this means, but yeah. Does Lebanon resemble the Northwest? That's a good question. I don't know what Lebanon looks like on the map. A map of Lebanon, Beirut, not Beirut, dummy. Um, a map of Lebanon in the Middle East.
Showing pictures that match.
Let me see. Let's see. Where are you at? I can't tell. Actually, it looks more like California, if anything. And it's funny because that's where I'm from. I don't know. What do you guys see there? I don't know. I don't know what is this. What are they saying that all of this is Lebanon? Yeah. You know what? It kind of looks like Italy, the boot too, because Italy equals Elvis in Gematria. That's interesting. And backwards, it's like QAnon, but backwards is non-able, non-able. It's got the able, like Cain and Abel. E-L. E-L Bannon. L Bannon. L-B Anon. Look at that. L-B Anon. Anon. I've gone through all that, believe me, in my daily life, Sorry. It's a cedar tree. Yeah, the cedars of Lebanon. Yeah, not a pine tree. I'm saying it looked like the flag of Lebanon. That's right. In the Bible, they talk about, watch this. In the Bible, they talk about the cedars of Lebanon like 70 times or something. How many times is the word Lebanon used in the Bible?
According to the New York Times, Lebanon is mentioned in the Bible 75 times because of the vast contribution of its people to their contemporaries, he says, and he supports this theory by quoting the prophet Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 17, "And Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a..."
It ended. And then somebody says biblical Lebanon was a mountain, not a state. I don't, whatever. Listen, folks, not everything you read on Google is accurate. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I wish we could. Let me tell you something. I told you what I would want to do. I would want to walk the streets of that area of the Middle East where Jesus walked, which, wherever in parts of Israel and Bethlehem and Nazareth, wherever, basically the Holy Land, exactly. That would be awesome if we all could take a trip there together. We'd have to do it so quickly to get there, because you know, those pigeon peckers won't even let us in. I'm probably on the no fly zone, no fly zone into that area. No, I'm not going nowhere. I was meant to be here, and I'm just here wasting time. I don't know why I'm talking. I was supposed to do only 20 minutes. Look what we're done. It's an hour and 20 minutes already. Absolutely ridiculous. Um, Absolutely ridiculous what I'm doing. See, now I was just about to go somewhere. I was about to show you something. Now my brain went blank again because I looked at the time. Darn it! Now I forgot what I was going to show you. Unbelievable. I completely forgot. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I forgot already. Anyway, we'll talk about it another time. But yeah, I'm gonna delete the video. So to the people who didn't get to see it, don't worry, I'll bring it up again in another future video. No, it's not that I have anything to do. My throat hurts, and now I've damaged it again, so I don't want to. Every time I talk too much, I can't stop talking. That's my problem. um, yeah, I appreciate the kind words. No, because I feel bad. I feel bad that I have to delete the video because there's nothing. It's not that it's nothing important. I just don't want people spending an hour and if I was getting straight to the, as they say, the meat of it, the information, then I wouldn't mind leaving the video up. But me spending 25 minutes talking about nothing and just wasting time and then talking about something good, it defeats the purpose. Look at this. Oh man. Just when I was about to drop it, people are asking me don't. I mean, just when I was about to delete the video, people are saying don't delete it. Um, Anyway, yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, all right. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up for the next. I'll leave it up for a couple of hours. Um, man, there was something I was gonna. I'll leave it up for a couple of hours. Let me see. There was something I was gonna show you. Darn it! I can't believe I forgot. Ah, man. Yeah, I can't. I can't believe I forgot. There was something I was gonna show you guys. So I was talking about the word God, and I showed you the. I showed you that connection. There was something else, man. I was just about to show it when I was talking about the Lebanon. Um, how come it's not coming to me? I don't understand. Lebanon, Lebanon. I showed the Lebanon. I showed the Google. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to forget it because see the thing is I have so much in my brain that I can't. And we were talking about going to, yeah, we were talking about going to the Holy Land, and um, because see, I told you guys that my mom, she was born in Haifa. Haifa was part of Palestine. You know, if you ask my mom where she was born, she would tell you in Palestine, but it was in Haifa she was born. And Haifa is part of Israel now. Because, you know, my mom was born before Israel took over the land and became Israel. All right. And I'm talking about this. My mom's already passed away. I mean, my parents. But, uh, and I've told you, I've shown the connections with that. But it's part of Israel. So I would love to go back to Israel, not back to Israel, but go to Israel, back to Beirut, Lebanon, and see all the places that Jesus walked. You know, because I was born in Beirut, Lebanon. Because I guess I'm not sure how my mom and dad got to Beirut because she was born in Haifa. Like I said, I don't know if her parents went to Beirut or my dad somehow took her over there. I don't know. You know what's funny is I didn't care about these things when I was a kid. I was so dopey as a kid. You can't even imagine. And you know what? I believe that God did that purposely. Because if I got brainwashed by school, if I understood it, I probably wouldn't be the person I am now. You know, I had to be I had to be kind of dopey, you know. The only thing that I was good at was I did have common sense in the sense that I knew who was bad and who was good, you know, not good, but who was bad and stay away from, you know, stuff like that, you know, but of course, you know, I got hooked on gambling and doing stupid things, you know, that's for sure. But but I, you know, like I said, I always had a good heart, but you wouldn't know that if you, because of my gambling, and you know, I did so many wicked things, you know. But anyway, so I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, like I said. And why why is this Beirut so important to this, you know, to Elvis and this puzzle, you know, this Trump Elvis thing? And uh, I mean, because they've had a, you know, they've done a few things in Beirut, you know, with the bombings and stuff that have happened, you know, the one that happened on August 4th in 2020, and and here, let me see if I can have any pieces of paper I can write this on. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm glad you reminded me. The Keanu Reeves, the Matrix guy, was born in Beirut, Lebanon. So that's another connection because that's what I told everybody when I first started on YouTube, that I was going to break the Matrix. Of course, not knowing I was actually going to try and break it. I was because the reason I said that had nothing to do with numbers. When I was talking about breaking the Matrix, I was talking about the codes that they're using in their fake news videos with the man. Because I told you my original words were king, man, son, and this before I knew anything about uh, what the Bible said, because I never read the Bible. But because the king, man, son is all about Jesus. Uh, Look, I'm about to forget again. Oh, let me just do this. By the way, this wasn't what I was going to talk about earlier. When I've already forgot about that. I don't know what. But remember that Beirut bombing. Let me just real quick. It happened on 8/4/2020, and I told you guys that. Hold on. So, so the day it happened, 8/4/2020. We know that it was Barack Hussein Obama's birthday, 8/4, but it's also the day Trump's going to get his head wound. And I told you that that on the clock, 8/4/2020, when the hands are on the 8 and the 4, that is 2020. Even though it says 8/20, forget about that. 8/4 is 2020 military time. 8/4/2020. Get it? Now you ask yourself, what is the chance of that happening on that date? 8/4/2020. And by the way, the word Seattle equals 82, and it's going to be a crown. So, but I'm just saying that's one connection right there. Hold on. And then what is the other one? So that was the Beirut bombing. And remember, think about what I'm saying to you here. So Beirut was on 8/4/2020, and it's connected to Obama's birthday because it's 8/4, right? And it's also the day Trump's going to get his head wound. And from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 is 8 months, 4 days. Okay. And there was a incident back in 1983, okay, on October 23rd. When was the Beirut bombing in 1983?
October 23rd, 1983. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, 1983 Beirut barracks bombings, terrorist bombing attacks against U.S. and French armed forces.
So not only is it a Beirut bombing, it's Beirut. Look at the word Beirut barracks, but it's Barak. You see what I'm saying? You take out that one R, take out one R, it's Barak. So again, it's connected to a Barak. And what's important about 1983? 1983, okay, is 1983 is the only year in the 1900s. Pay attention. 1983 is the only year in the 1900s that equal what I'm about to show you. So 1983, and the most important number when in Gematria, when looking at the calculator, is going to be the first number. Okay, so the first number is the most important. Then the next one would be the reduced number. The next one would be the backwards number. Then the backwards reduced. Then the totals. Okay, 711. Thank heaven for 711. But look, 1983, the only year in all of the 1900s that equaled 216 is 1983. When you put it into the Gematria calculator, into this calculator, it's 216. And why is that important? Because the 216th day of the year is August 4th. And that's when Barack was born. So it's the barracks bombing in Beirut. So you have the Beirut connection, you have the barracks with Barack, and it's the 216. And Barack was born on 216, the 216th day of the year. I mean, it's the only year in the 1900s. And then the other Beirut bombing happened on the 216th day of the year, which is August 4th in 2020. So, and on the clock, it's the hands are on the 8 and the 4. You understand? Did you guys get that before I end this video? All right, folks. Like I said, there's something going on with this Beirut. All right. And Babe Ruth, the baseball player, he was given a watch. Donald Trump awarded Elvis. Donald Trump awards Elvis and Babe Ruth. They're not going to say it. I was hoping they would say it, but so here, Donald Trump honors Elvis Presley and Babe Ruth in first Medal of Freedom ceremony. The Presidential Medal of Freedom Awards. He gave it to like 7 people total, but one of them was Elvis and one of them was Babe Ruth. And I told you Babe Ruth sounds like Babe Ruth. That's when I was younger. That's what I always used to say. That's what's so funny, because there was a candy bar named Babe Ruth, and that's what made me think of Beirut all the time, Yeah. Anyway, so, and Babe Ruth, because Elvis died on August 16th. When was Babe Ruth born?
February 6th, 1895.
When was Babe Ruth's death?
August 16th, 1948.
So this dude dies on August 16, 1948. That's the day Elvis died, August 16, 1977. And the year 48 is the 48th prime number is 223. Like I said, folks, there are some things that are coincidences, all right? Not everything is a connection, but the Babe Ruth thing is a connection. That is for sure connected. That's why Babe Ruth was given an award on the same day Elvis, because I'm telling you, Elvis, okay, I look, folks, I don't want to get into my connections, but I'm trying to explain to you that I have a part in this, okay? That's why Elvis, that's why I was obsessed with Elvis as a kid. That's what it was meant to be, all right? And, like I said, there's something going on, all right? I don't want to say everything, but anyway. Yeah, Elvis is the head of Skull and Bones, that's right. You think it's a coincidence that Elvis, that Trump gave Elvis the award? Come on, of all those years, no other president wanted to give Elvis the award. They would have loved to have given Elvis the award. When I say Elvis the award, Elvis was already dead, but I'm saying posthumously, which is what Trump did, when he became president. He gave Elvis the award. And George Bush loved Elvis. Why didn't George Bush give it to him? George Bush Jr. was the only president who actually went to Graceland while he was president. He's the only president while being president went to Graceland, and he did it because that's where Elvis lived, right, Graceland. And he did it. He did it on. Hold on, I think he did it on Elvis' birthday. I'm not sure. When did George Bush Jr. go to Graceland?
According to C-SPAN, the 30th of June 2016, 23 hours 40 minutes and 36 seconds to 4 o'clock https://ximage.c-spanvideo.org/age9sxqh10dxjlc5 jailwith 52 aworlb 5 vcm siljishkioagalk 1 wvmmnlxc8 zobmimezoops 5 qcgcilc jailsgol 0 c6 aujupnuancesmal 0 ijoy 292 zixiltsiazvokojun 19 fq equals President Bush, Prime Minister Koizumi, and First Lady Laura Bush visited Graceland, the home of the...
What in the hell was that about? Anyway, no, here's where the connection is. So George Bush goes to Graceland around June or July, late June or July. And but who did he go with? That's what's crazy. All right. He went with, who did George Bush Jr. go to Graceland with?
According to Elvis Presley's Graceland, Elvis Australia, Graceland was honored to welcome two world leaders to Elvis' home today. U.S. President George Bush and Japanese Prime Minister Junichiro Koizumi toured Graceland.
So his name is Junichiro Koizumi. Kuzomi, whatever the heck. So that's who George Bush Jr. went with to Graceland. And notice his name is June, because I told you that's when Seattle gets struck, in June. And that's when Trump is born, right? And let's find out when this prime minister was born. When was Prime Minister Junichiro born?
January 8th, 1942. According to
You see that? He's born on Elvis's birthday, January 8th. So this dude that went to Graceland with George Bush, think about how ridiculous that is. So I guess this guy was a big Elvis fan because he's born on Elvis's birthday. I get it. But what is the chance that 9/11 president visits Graceland? And Junichiro, June, goes to Graceland, and he's born on Elvis's birthday. You know, the prime minister. Why was the prime minister at that time of 9/11? You know. And what else was I going to say about that? Oh, and he's born in 1942. And what's important about that, because Biden is born in 1942 also. 1942, if you say the numbers backwards, 4219, if you go from Elvis's birthday to June 11th, the percentage of the amount of days, which is 154 or 155 days, but the 154 days, 154 is the Antichrist, but the percentage of 154 days is 42.19%. So that's why it's super important, because January 8th to 6/11 is 42.19%. He's born in 1942. And yeah, and Elvis died at the age of 42 and all that other stuff. And 42 plus 19 is 61, and the 18th prime number is 61. Elvis was born on 1/8, and 61 years next year. The Space Needle is how many years old the Space Needle is in Seattle. Okay. Anyway, I got to end the video because my throat's really hurting now. Like I said, it goes on and on. I could go on, like I said, for 7 days straight with all these connections. But you get where I'm going with this. But like I said, I'll leave the video up for a couple of days. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a video tonight, but I might just do a short video showing, uh, because somebody brought this to my attention, of like about a week or 2 weeks ago. Someone brought this to my attention, and then I added to it a little bit. You know, it has to do with the seasons, and it's just gonna be a short video, because I have a lot of things to show, but I don't want to add it to that video. I'm gonna make it as short as possible. Okay, it's only about that many cards here. It's only like 5 cards, 6 cards. All right, so maybe I'll do that tonight on my main channel. Okay, I'll leave this video up. Oh, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be adding the video that I did on my main channel yesterday, that I'm going to put it on this channel and the other backup channel. So if you see that, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but it would be nice if you just give it a look. You don't have, if you don't want to comment, you don't have to on those, but just at least look at it. That way it gives it some views, you know. Anyway, I'll leave this video up for a couple hours, so, and you won't be able to see the live stream chat once I end the video. Yeah, I have to end the video. I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes, folks. So I'll leave the video up, but if you didn't get a notification, you won't be able to watch the video. Only the people who get notifications will be able to watch the video, I think. And also give me 30 seconds to take the video off of private, because I think it goes automatically to private on this channel. All right. So just give 30 seconds and then try to watch it again. But for the people who are on it here, I think you can stay on and still watch it. So just go to the beginning and watch it, I think. I'm not sure. I think you can. But I don't think you'll be able to see the live stream chat once I end the video. But anyway, if it kicks you out, then just try to come back on by checking the live stream section, because there's a live stream, right? Anyway, folks, I'll see you. God bless everybody. And man, look like a monster. Anyway, God bless everybody, and end the video.